It's time for Outdoors in the Valley on WJER. Outdoors in the Valley is brought to you by TMK Valley Propane in Bakersville. When looking for a reliable local propane provider, trust TMK Valley Propane. Affordable, friendly, professional, all the way with TMK. Outdoors in the Valley is coming up next.
Reduce your energy costs and get rebates up to $400? Thad here for TMK Valley Propane. The Ohio Propane Council offers Ohio residents rebates for installing new propane water heaters and furnaces. Heck, even licensed installers can receive incentives for installation. Visit OhioPropaneRebates.com. This public service announcement is brought to you by your friends at TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
Welcome to a brand new season of WJER's Outdoors in the Valley. I'm your host, Tom Reed. With spring in the air, it's tempting to use garden cleanup as an excuse to get outdoors. Raking leaves and pruning dead stalks sounds good right now, but there are significant benefits to waiting. Dan Volk, Director of Conservation and Land Management at the Wilderness Center in Wilmot, explains.
There is definitely a suggestion to leave the leaves. That's not only in the fall when they fall on the ground, but also in the spring when people are trying to clean up. There's actually insects that overwinter in stems of plants. They overwinter in the leaves on the ground, and going through and disturbing those before roughly, average temperatures are going to be in the 50s. After that time, you can do any sort of cleanup you'd like, but before then, all of our bees, all of our pollinators and butterflies, they're all still overwintering and sleeping. So the closer you can wait until temperatures are consistently 50 degrees, the better that will be for our pollinator friends.
If you must get an early start in cutting away old stems, the chop and drop method is suggested. Gently cut any dried stems and lay them on the ground. This allows sleeping pollinators within to crawl out later when they awaken. Also, to benefit the pollinators, embracing your dandelions is recommended.
Dandelions are good early food. Anything that's flowering right now could be a good source for those early pollinators. Dandelions, I think a lot of times get a bad rap, but they can be a good early source of food.
As you may know, the production of fruits and vegetables depend on the pollination of plants, so pollinators like bees are essential to life as we know it. If the bees are able to collect pollen from dandelions in the spring, the earth can be blessed with food all year long. There are other benefits too. The roots of dandelions loosen hard-packed soil, offering aeration, as well as calcium to the plants around it. And after the bees harvest their pollen, you can enjoy the dandelion yourself. The flower, roots, stems, and leaves are popular in salads and other healthy dishes. Dandelions are packed with calcium, magnesium, and iron, plus vitamins A, C, and K. The leaves contain antioxidants, and the roots are rich in fiber. If you're patient enough to hold off on your spring cleanup and leave some dandelions for early spring bees, you'll harvest the rewards from your garden later this year. It's not too early for all the gardening fun. Those of you itching to get started can spend the weekend planting seeds to germinate indoors. Your plants will have the best chance for survival if they remain indoors until after the last frost of the season. Based on averages of historic frost dates for our region, we can expect our last frost in early May. Since different plants germinate at different rates and have varying temperature tolerances, be sure to consult your seed packets for specific directions, including the best time to sow your seeds. If you're starting your seeds indoors, most of you have already planted your jalapeno peppers, leeks, onion, oregano, parsley, and thyme. If you haven't, there's still time to squeeze that in this weekend. While you're at it, now is the perfect time to start seeds indoors for arugula, broccoli, cabbage, chives, eggplants, kale, sage, and tomatoes. Looking to the week ahead, the spring equinox occurs this Thursday. This time of equal parts daylight and darkness mark the first day of spring on our calendar. What better way to celebrate longer days and warmer weather than with a furry friend at the Dog Days of Spring event? Register on the spot next Saturday, March 22nd at the picnic shelter at Canal Lands Park. Area businesses have donated door prizes. Earn tickets by attending Hiking with a Pet or hiking while dressed as your pet. Bring your baggies, water, comfy shoes, and your furry friends to welcome in the Dog Days of Spring with the Tuscarawas County Parks Department. That's next weekend, Saturday, March 22nd, from 1 to 3 at the picnic shelter at Canal Lands Park. For WJER, I'm Tom Reed, wishing you a wonderful spring outdoors in the Valley.
Thanks for listening to Outdoors in the Valley on WJER, brought to you weekly by TMK Valley Propane in Bakersville, online at tmkvalleypropane.com.